It is, of course, with great pleasure. I see you all again. We always start with the end of the lecture first, so you don't have to bother listening in the meantime. You witness that all things are happening spontaneously. Everything is happening in and of its own nature as a consequence of that which it is, not as a consequence of that which it does, which implies the duality of a doer and the action. Everything is within an infinite field of power. The power is so immense that it escapes the capacity of human consciousness to comprehend it because it's invisible, all present. Just like people are not aware of gravity, without which everybody in Australia would fall off the globe. They do seem strange too, because they're standing on their heads their whole lifetime. All right. So I try to correlate the scientific modern mind, reason and logic, with spiritual truth and merge the two so that it's comprehensible from either direction. No? Ordinarily, the world of science stops here, and the world of spirituality starts here, and they really don't have any dialogue. They have attempts at it called science and religion, science and consciousness. And if you listen carefully, you realize what is the relationship between science and religion? There isn't any. What's the relationship between science and consciousness? There isn't any. Okay. But we do try to merge the two, because the modern spiritual truth is heard differently by the modern mind than it was many centuries ago, where it was taken on a faith kind of a basis, huh? Now we have the modern mind to contend with, so it's both a help and a hindrance. In a group like this, I advise skipping the mind altogether. So if I just tell you what's happening and all you have to do is notice it, you don't have to think about it, although later we'll explain it. The meaning of everything is what it is. That is its meaning. Its meaning is what it is. What's the meaning of a giraffe? The meaning of a giraffe is to be a giraffe. What did you think it meant? In this infinite field, which is beyond all dimensions and all description, of infinite power, potentiality manifests as actuality when conditions are appropriate. So what you're witnessing is potentiality continuously emerging as creation. Therefore, creation and evolution are one and the same thing, because evolution is creation. What did they think? Creation was going to be all done, goodbye, God says bye, I'll see you on Judgment Day. That's the way religion holds it, you know. Created the universe, threw the ball. Good luck, folks. If you make it, you'll see me, and if you don't make it, you won't. Not too responsible, right? All right, so the potentiality becomes an actuality, and all you're witnessing is the emergence. You're not even witnessing change. That's another delusion. There's no time, there's no change, those are all mentalizations. If I ask a rabbi what time is it, he wouldn't know what I'm talking about. That's a mentalization that the ego projects onto experience. Huh? You don't even see change. That's another illusion. What you see is the emergence, continuous emergence of potentiality becoming an actuality. The hand has a potentiality to actualize in such a manner and try to accompany the speech. The hand is not changing, it's just emerging into positionalities. So you see the actualization of the potentiality.